Hi guys, welcome to AP Microeconomics. My name is Mr. Charlton and I'm going to be your teacher. And what I want to do with this first video is just give you a brief overview of the course on Blackboard. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen with you right here. And I'm going to go share screen. And now I'm going to move myself out of the way and move this out of the way. Now this is what you'll see when we come into our class sessions, our live video. It's going to look like this, and I will be showing you things on the Blackboard, showing you the assignments, going over them, and we'll see each other along the sides here, and we can move each other around like this if we want to, so we don't get it in each other's way. So anyway, so this is what you're going to see and what you should have already seen when you logged into the course. And hopefully you've downloaded the course syllabus right here, the calendar right here. And right now, if you're seeing this video, that means you clicked right here on class videos, right? You've done this and you have actually clicked on this link right here and you're watching the video. Okay, great. So let's go back to start here. So start here is where the course will always open up to the start here page, and you'll always see things to do. So I'll really try to keep this current so you'll always know what you should be working on at any given time in the course. So let's start with the syllabus, and I've got that right here, and that's really the first thing that you should look at. And it's pretty long, and you should have already gotten or received the information on how to order the books. You should already have the books, but if not, it's right here. These are your accessible tasks. You're going to be doing assignments. You're going to be doing online discussions, online quizzes, and a final exam in May. And you're also going to be, part of your grade is going to be attending our video sessions. And that's why it's really important to read the class policies really carefully in terms of your assignments, your quizzes, your discussions. Very important that you turn these in on time. Very important that you attend one of the required. I'm going to be scheduling two or more, a minimum of 2 live video sessions before each of our quizzes. And I'm going to need you to attend at least one of those. You can attend all of them if you want to, but you're going to be required to attend one. Now, if something comes up, if you're on a trip or your schedule just makes it impossible for you to attend either or any of the scheduled video sessions, they're going to be recorded, and I'm going to be putting those right here in class videos. So when we get finished with our first class session, you'll be able to come right here and click on a link to the recording, to the video recording. So if for whatever reason you're not able to come into our live class sessions, you'll still be able to watch the recordings here. However, if you miss them, all of them, it's going to negatively impact the 10% of your grade right here that's based on attendance right here, okay? And it's really helpful. It's really better to be in here live, because then you can ask questions. You can say, Mr. Charlton, I don't quite understand why that curve shifted to the right, or how you got that answer. Can you please explain that again? So it's really better to be here live than just to watch the recording after the fact, okay? So what I'm going to do now is just run through these the course menus. So you see the course menu here on the left of your screen, and really the most important ones in terms of your grade are right here: your assignments, your discussions, your quizzes, and your final exam. Which is, don't even think about that right now. That's not until May, but it's here, so you'll just know that it's something you can look forward to. And then chapter overviews, your Khan Academy videos, our class sessions, class videos, your grades, This is just a roster, and this is how you can send email to your classmates or to me, or it's probably easier just to use, our Sophie Connect Gmails. But you can do it through here if you want to. Okay, so I'm just going to go through all these briefly. So assignments. Your first assignment, as you can see, is due September 30th, and you can download it right here. And I'm going to be talking a lot more about that, how to actually do the assignment and how to submit the assignment on Blackboard in our first class session, which is scheduled for Wednesday, September the 12th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then if this is not workable for you, you can attend our second session, which is going to be on Saturday, September 15th at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? So, and that's where we're going to talk about this assignment, because it's going to be, and I'm not going to go into it anymore now because it would just take up the whole video, but we're going to really concentrate on that in our first class session, okay? And then you can see all your assignments and the topics for the entire year. You'll know that you need to be working on an assignment, because I'll have it here on the Start Here page. I'll say, you should be working on assignment 1 or whichever one that we're on. And then when you come into assignments, if you don't see the link right here to the actual file, then you don't have to worry about it. Like that assignment 2. Stop. You know that assignment 2 isn't. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's see if I can slow it down. You know that assignment 2 isn't something you need to worry about, because there's no link to the assignment. Okay, so the one that you can actually download is right here. Why are we blinking? Let me see what's going on. Okay. All right. So. Where was I? All right, so that's what the assignment page looks like. It tells you that you need to view the chapter overviews. You need to read the chapters, and you need to view the Khan Academy videos. All of this is important. You need to do all of this for not only for the assignment, but for the quiz, especially for the quiz. Okay, so let's move on to discussions. These online discussions are going to be based on the book that you should have, The Undercover Economist. You should have that, and so this is just going to be a prompt, a series of questions that I want you to answer, and then I want you to respond to at least 2 of your classmates' post. So this is going to run like an online discussion, much like you would see on Facebook. And I'm going to go into a lot more detail on how this works when we have our first class session. But you can certainly read over this and see, read the prompt, read the chapter, and then when you actually get ready to post, you would click right here, and then you would create a thread right here, and then you can title your post, and then you can type it right in here, or you can type it in a Word file, copy and paste it in here. Okay, so but it's got to be, the words need to go in this box, and then you would just simply submit it. I can get to that right there. Okay, but anyway, I'm going to talk a lot more about that in the first class session. Okay, so those are your discussions. Your quizzes are here, and you can see the first one is due September 30th. Now these are going to be online, and they're going to be timed. So when you click on the link right here, you are going to see this. And it's going to tell you that you have an hour and 30 minutes. So once you click the begin button right here, the clock is going to start counting down. So it's very important that you're prepared. In order to be prepared, you need to go back to the assignments and look at what chapters and which Khan Academy videos that you should be viewing. And if you do that, and especially if you take notes and study, you shouldn't have any problem with the quizzes, okay? And the quizzes are going to consist of 10 multiple choice, 10 short answer, and 2 free response type of questions. And once again, I'll talk more about that in our first class session. And your final exam, I'm just going to skip that because that's not for a while. That's not until May. Now, as you can see in your, let me just jump back here. If you look at your assignments, it's asking you to view the chapter 1 and 2 overviews. So those are found right here, okay? Chapter overviews. And then you just simply click on the link. And by the way, I've also put in the first chapter of your book, just in case some of you are having some difficulty getting your book, which you shouldn't, but if you are, the first chapter, you can download it and look at it right here. But the first chapter overview and the second chapter overview are what you need to view before you even start reading the chapter. So we can click right here, and you can see what that's going to do. It's just going to come up with a sort of a PowerPoint type summary of the chapter. And I would highly encourage you going over this before you actually read the chapter, okay? So those are your chapter overviews. After the overviews are your Khan Academy videos. Now these are very, very important, maybe more important than reading the book, because the curriculum, they've actually designed an AP microeconomics curriculum in Khan Academy. So these videos are really focused on what you need to know. So these are really important and very useful. So if you click here in the folder, you'll see that you've got several to view. Now you might say, wow, that's just a lot, right? You're thinking, look at all these videos I got to view, right? But each one of these are 10 minutes or less. So you can do them in small bites. So like, for example, if you click right here on the link, this is just going to bring you to a link into the Khan Academy website. Takes it just a couple of seconds. And this is just a YouTube video when it comes up. And you know, and you can view it. You can go back and view it again. You can stop it, and you can see it's about 10 minutes long right here. Okay, so that's pretty much how long all of them are. So it's not as much as you think it is, but they're very important, very, very critical that you view these and take notes. Okay, a big part of the learning is going to be through these Khan Academy videos. They're very well done. They're, it's really a great way to supplement what you're going to be reading in the textbook, okay? Next link down here are our class sessions, and that's where you're going to want to go when you want to come into our class session either on Wednesday or Saturday. So you're going to want to come into Blackboard and click right here. And then click on this link right here, and that's going to take you into Zoom. The first time you use this, it's going to prompt you to download the software. So you want to click on this, maybe around 7 if you're going to come into the 7:30 session, or maybe around 4 if you're going to come into the 4 p.m. on a Saturday. So you make sure you have time to get set up. It'd be very, you need to have, of course, you need to have audio on your, working. You don't necessarily have to have a video. We don't have to see you, but you might want to see, but you need to be able to see us. But you don't, necessarily have to have a video, a camera, so we can see you if you don't want to. But it's easier. Actually, it's easier for me to teach. Believe it or not, even though you're small here, I'm pointing to the little small, a picture here or a video shot of me up here in the corner. Even though you're small, I can see, because I've been doing this for a while, I can see by the expressions you guys have whether you're understanding it or not. So if seeing you as I explain, how to do something in your assignments or a problem or a concept, seeing you helps me. So I encourage you to use your video. All right. So that's how that's going to work. And and I'm also going to send you the link, because this is just a link to Zoom Room. And so I'll be sending out the link via email. So you can either get into the Zoom Room here, or you can use the link that I send you. Okay. So that's class sessions. Now, class videos, you should already have found, or else you wouldn't be watching this video right now. This is where I'm going to post the recordings of our class sessions. So if you miss one, or if you want to view something again that or you had to leave early, or you got into it late, or whatever, you can see the entire class session as a YouTube video right here. Okay, so that's going to be class videos. And then this is obviously where your grades are. So you can come in here. And the only thing I wanted to point out here is you need to look at the rubric for the discussion. So if you click right here where it says view rubric, you can see how your discussion is going to be graded. Okay, how to get full scores right here. So read that carefully. Okay, and then as I grade your work, now your grades for your quizzes, for your multiple choice, will just grade automatically. Oh yes, and the other thing I wanted to say about your quizzes is once you finish your quiz, you will be able to see all the right answers. You will be able to see the answers that you gave. So obviously, it'll be very easy to tell if you got the multiple choice answers right or wrong. And you also will be able to compare the right short answers to your answers. So as soon as you take the quizzes, you'll be able to get a really good idea of how you did on it. And for the multiple choice, there is an explanation of why the right answer is the right answer. So these quizzes are going to be very good for your learning as well. Okay. That's grades. And this is just a list. If you click on My Classmates right here, and then click on Go, you'll get a list of us in our class right here, including me. And then if you want to send an email through Blackboard, you click here and you get these options to send out emails through Blackboard, or obviously you can just use your Sophie Connect Gmail. And then this is the class, the calendar that you may find useful, you may not. I'm not going to really say a whole lot about that, because what I would suggest that you do is use this class calendar or course calendar that I made for you, because you can actually add things in here. You can actually put in here like study for quiz, or you can actually use this because it's a file that you can manipulate. You can use this for your own to help you manage your or schedule your time that you need to allot to the class. Okay. And then lastly is the goals and criteria for Sophie Connect, and I'll let you read over those whenever you want to. They're important, but I know you can read those, and I'm sure you've seen these before anyway, but I just have them here because I think that they're important. So that's an overview of how the class is set up on Blackboard. I also teach using Canvas, which is another system like Blackboard. So sometimes I say Canvas when I should be saying Blackboard, but this is Blackboard. And I want to stress again, make sure you read this portion very carefully of the syllabus that's in gray box red, and really try to come to one of these first two class sessions right here. And I'm probably going to be scheduling one again in sometime before the first quiz is due right here. It's just going to depend on who can come in these first two, and the feedback that I get from you guys on what the better times are for you. Because I really want to try to schedule these so all of you can come to at least one before every quiz. And each quiz is going to be due roughly every 2 weeks. That's kind of how it's going to work. Okay? So that's about it for the overview or the orientation. I look forward to seeing you guys either next Wednesday or next Saturday and meeting you. I'm going to stop share right now. Whoa, come back. And so I hope it's not as hot where you are as it is here in New York City. I hope it cools off because we've had some really hot weather and it's tough, but it's going to get cool. And I'm really looking forward to the year. And I'm really excited that we have a really good class size. And I think it's going to be a great year. So see you soon.